Hey everybody, TV Bond here. Welcome to my channel, where I bring literature to life through dramatic readings. Whether you're a fan of whodunits, fantasy, or anything in between, you'll find something to love here. Join me as I dive into the world of words and let the stories unfold before your very eyes. This week we're going to do All Your Secrets Are Safe with Me by Shani Dowdell. Kindle version again. Yay. I've been loving the Kindle version. You know, sometimes it's just faster that way. Here's the synopsis. He can't escape a haunting memory. She can't stop loving the man who breaks her heart. Will they escape the wrongful captors of their hearts and allow themselves a chance to heal? I don't know. Xander. I can't be with her. Abuse is a vicious cycle in my family. No one has ever broken the generational curse. My grandfather broke my grandmother's heart. My father destroyed my mother. I can't have Jane. I will ruin her. Jane. I can't keep going back to my ex and getting hurt. I'm done with being used. I know who I should be now. Xander thinks he'll break me if we give love a chance. But the truth is, I'm already broken. He's broken. All that's left is for our spirits to mend together and heal. Okay, so I will tell you this. I saw that there was a trigger warning in this book. I'm not sure what that means. The portion I'm going to read to you was very clean. And I even read a little bit beyond that. So that's for you to judge. It's difficult to tell from one chapter. So I would definitely say, definitely look inside and see for yourself and, take a chance. You never know, because what one person finds offensive, another person is fine with or can deal with. But I thought I'd throw that warning out there because these things happen. I don't want you to be like, she told me it was safe. No, I did not. And I'm pretty sure this is a sexy book too. I only saw one word in there that I'm going to have to zhush. I could say it. If I forget, forgive me. But yeah, this is pretty good. So let's try part of chapter 1. Chapter 1, Jane, freedom. We ain't getting no younger. We might as well do it. Been feeling all the while, girl. I must confess. Girl, let's get married. I was in heaven. Everything was in place and exactly the way I wanted it. Jagged edges, smooth lyrics wafted through the event center, setting the mood. Soft pink and green colors created an elegant winter ambiance. Adorned in a flowing lace gown with pink diamond stones strategically placed down one side, I gave off princess vibes, as if I were about to be crowned into the queendom. And to me, I was. Christmas was a few weeks away, and I was having my dream holiday wedding. Seconds from now, I would be marrying my best friend. My heart skipped a beat when I saw him standing at the altar with his broad back turned away from me. His tuxedo looked good from behind. I imagined how mouth-watering his dark brown complexion would look in contrast to his black and white tux when I finally saw him face to face. I would soon stand by his side as his bride, and I couldn't wait. His idea was to make a big show about turning around to greet me once I made it down the aisle to stand by his side. I don't want you to come to me with anticipation. I want the shock of your beauty to hit me all at once, were his exact words. Well, baby, here I come. To say I was anxious to make it to him would be an understatement. I glided down the aisle with family and friends, oohs and ahs cheering me on. I couldn't believe it. My forever lover was there at the altar, waiting for me. He promised to always be there for me, and I knew he would because he was mine. Mine. When I arrived at the altar, he turned to face me. His larger-than-life smile made my skipping heart still. He looked at me like I was the most beautiful woman in the world, and I felt like it. His glare instilled confidence in my natural beauty. My face was only lightly made up, showing off my high cheekbones, slender jawline, and pouty lips. Just the way he liked them. A huge smile plastered on my face as Jagged Edge's lyrics continued to play. Ned smiled down at me with so much adoration in his eyes. He loved me, and that much I always knew. He constantly told me I was the prettiest girl he had ever dated. Now, standing beside him on our wedding day, he looked at me like I was the center of his world. Like he never wanted to stop looking at me like this. Like I was enough for him. And that was enough for me. The preacher started the ceremony. I must have blanked out because next thing I knew, Ned was lifting the veil from my face, about to kiss me. It's not ironic that this is the moment I chose to come to consciousness. This was the moment I had been waiting on. The moment when he would kiss me as his wife. All of my worries melted away. No more doubts existed. He was about to kiss me as his new bride. He had not married another woman. He wanted to be with me. He hadn't gotten trapped into a relationship with Eliza because of her fertile egg won the pregnancy race. This moment belonged to Ned and me, just like we belonged to each other in high school. As Ned reached a hand out to touch my face, the preacher did something unorthodox and said, "Before you kiss your bride, son, recover her face, that you can unwrap her as if she were a present God has presented you on this day." Shocked by this change in course, I smiled when Ned answered, "I would love to recover and unwrap my bride." My bride? I love the sound of those words to describe me. However, as Ned moved to replace the veil, I was transported away from him and into the audience. I was no longer standing there beside him. I was now watching our wedding as a spectator. We had just committed to spending our lives together. He had just looked into my light brown orbs with specks of green as if he were mesmerized by what he saw inside of them. I was lost in what I saw in his dark chocolate eyes. Love. I saw love and adoration and gentleness, but I was moving further and further away from him, drifting out into the crowd, and he didn't even realize it. More ahs and ohs erupted from our guests that I sat amongst, cheering us on as well. Ned slid the veil back over my face. The heat radiating from his eyes could burn someone who wasn't ready for him. I was ready for all of him. "Now unveil her for your kiss, son," the pastor's deep voice instructed. Ned rubbed his hands together. "I can't wait," he said as he slowly unveiled me again. Now it was time for him to kiss me, and I was so ready for it that I could feel his lips touching mine all the way from the altar to where I was seated in the audience. But when he pulled back the silky white veil this time, it wasn't me he was ready to kiss. Eliza, the woman he deemed worthy enough to actually meet at the altar, beamed up at him. Her arms flung around his neck as he leaned in to give her a passionate kiss that would seal them together forever. That kiss should have been mine. He should have been mine. As my heart broke for the millionth time since Ned married her, my eyes popped open to the sound of my alarm blaring, once again pulling me from dreamland and kicking and screaming. Ugh! I screamed into my fluffy red pillow. I am so sick of having dreams of the day that was supposed to be mine. I didn't hit the snooze button this morning. I didn't try to return to the sleep to recapture the dream and remarry him. Instead, I turned off my alarm and cursed daybreak and my job. If it weren't for those two things, I would still be lying in bed, dreaming of something I seemed only to be able to find in an unconscious state. Love. Even if it was tainted and fleeting. Coming down from the high of make-believe land where my wedding day was perfect until I was pushed out of it was torturous. Wasn't it enough I couldn't have him in real life? Why couldn't I have him in my dreams? I forced myself out of bed and into the bathroom to get ready for work. I can't have him because he belongs to someone else, I told myself in the mirror. I couldn't get over what we shared, no matter how many reminders I gave myself. What about all the lies he told me? Ned always told me how beautiful I was. He said he'd never had a girl as pretty as me. He promised to marry me and said it would be his honor. He said he would never leave me and that we'd be always together. Beautiful lies. Every single word. What did you think? That was All Your Secrets Are Safe With Me by Shani Dowdell. Now, again, I only read a portion. That was clean, and it's actually a long first chapter, so I wanted to leave off at a tantalizing spot so you check it out. So I hope you enjoy yourself if you get it, because the link is going to be in the description. Definitely check it out. And Shani is also going to be in the Savage Bosses box set with moi. So check it out. Check the Savage Bosses site out. Well, the limited edition box set. Woo-hoo-hoo. And check her out. I think you're going to have fun. And if not, that's okay too. Thank you for supporting the channel. Because that's what's most important. So, we got to do some housekeeping. But before we do that, I want to say thank you for joining me for this dramatic reading. And I hope you enjoyed this interpretation of this literary work. Good stuff, right? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and stay updated on my latest videos. Hit that bell, ding, so you won't miss a video, and let me know in the comments which books you'd like to see me bring to life next, because I'm just saying I'm running out of choices and I'm about to start doing some really interesting things, but don't worry, I will have content for you. So until next time, happy reading, and again, check out the description and check out Shani and other authors that I have done their books. Check them out. And as always, check out the different playlists I have. Check them out, because you can have a good time. I'm pretty silly. It's good times. And read TV Bond. Bye.